Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Good evening, I'm Chris Bavender. Thanks for joining us. A high-speed car chase in Muncie this afternoon ended in a crash at a liquor store. It happened before noon today at 15th and Hoyt. Police won't release details of the case, but according to witnesses, 2 men and 2 women in a stolen van were trying to run from police when they ran a stop sign and crashed into another car. One of the men and one of the women were taken to the hospital. The other man tried to run but was caught by a police dog behind the liquor store. The second woman also was arrested.
It made me want to pack up and move because that's close enough to my house.
The driver of the car the van hit wasn't injured. Police say they won't comment on the case until a final report is filed Friday. Governor Joe Kernan was at Muncie's BorgWarner today to talk job growth. Kernan says the #1 way to help keep jobs here, stop outsourcing, the practice of sending jobs out of the country. He also emphasized the importance of health care for every Hoosier. Kernan says the government leaves seniors with no other choice but to buy medicine outside the U.S.
Families, and particularly seniors, are facing a crisis. They can't afford their medicine. They're now going across the border in order to get them and bring them back. They're being made to feel like criminals, but they find themselves with no alternative. In order to get their medicine, they're doing things that they shouldn't have to do. And I believe we can craft a solution here in Indiana.
The governor says 600,000 Hoosiers are currently without health care. Flu season is just around the corner. This year's vaccine will cover 3 flu strains. The strain that caused several deaths last year is included. People who are most at risk need to get flu shots soon to make sure they develop antibodies. Shots should be a priority for the chronically ill and people that care for them, as well as pregnant women. Well, now here's Carrie Hazley with a look at our forecast. Carrie?
Chris, thank you. We start things off with a look at the forecast for the overnight hours. We could see a few sprinkles early in the evening, but as we head through the overnight hours, skies should start to clear. Tonight's overnight low will be 54 degrees and winds will be out of the northeast from 10 to 15 miles per hour. These cooler temperatures all due to this cold front right here. This slid across the state of Indiana today right here ahead of the front. The remains of Hurricane Ivan, now a tropical storm. Behind this system is an area of high pressure which will slide down into the state of Indiana tomorrow. With this high pressure system will be cooler temperatures but sunnier skies. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies and not as humid. Tomorrow's high will be 72 degrees and winds will be out of the northeast from 5 to 15 miles per hour. Chris?
Thanks, Carrie. That is Newslink Indiana. Join us at 6:27 tomorrow morning for more news and get local news about local people 24 hours a day at newslinkindiana.com.